I'm Skip LaCour, and you are?
Brooklyn LaCour.
And how old are you, Brooklyn?
8.
And you are my co-host on today's show. So welcome, everybody. We'll wait till we have more men coming on. This is Workouts for Older Men Live. I help older men with busy, productive lives use the most effective and efficient training strategies, eating strategies, mindset strategies, systems, so that you can effectively and efficiently use your willpower, focus, energy, and time to get the body that you want with our priorities, our values now that we're a little bit older. All right. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me now. Just say hello, hello, hello. That's our Workouts for Older Men Live greeting. Make sure you're on all of my social media platforms. Make sure you click the description down below where I'll have all the different ways that I can help you with one-on-one coaching. Make sure you go to skiplacour.com. I've got a whole library of videos, training, nutrition, mindset, motivation, everything to help you take your body and your life to a higher level now they're a little bit older. All right. So while you're coming on, Pete, hello, hello, hello to you both. Say hello, 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 Pete.
Hello, 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 Pete.
Loud and proud. Mike says hello, hello, hello. So tell Mike hello.
Hello, 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 Mike.
All right. So, if you guys have any questions, I'll be more than happy. Anything I can answer, Brooklyn can answer your question for you, right? So as you're coming on, say hello. It's Brooklyn's turn to co-host the show. So why don't you show him some of your artwork? Oh. What's that say?
It says
Carrie LaCour.
Jay
Jay
says
says
hi,
hi, Brooklyn. And hearts emojis and a gift and a thumbs up and football.
And basketball.
Right. Okay, so why don't you show the guys your artwork and explain what that is.
Vaporon, he's a Pokemon.
What's his name?
Vapor.
Vaporeon.
Vaporeon. No, it's Vaporeon.
Vaporeon, okay. Okay, Vaporeon. How do I not know that by this time? Pokemon.
Yeah,
all right.
This is another Pokemon. His name's Subble. He's a frog.
It's Sybil?
Subble.
Subble, okay.
And then this is Fletching. He's a bird.
That's a beautiful bird. What's his name again?
I think it's Fletching, something.
Fletching?
Like
Nice.
Fletching.
All right. Well, thank you for showing us those arts. We might come back and talk about maybe your softball season coming up or your basketball season or American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
This girl is a warrior, an American Ninja Warrior. So I'm going to answer a few questions.
Some more
okay.
people.
Yeah. So Anil says, hey, Skip, how's it going with you and the family? It's going awesome. Thank you so much for asking, O'Neill. Gregory asks, and so Pete says, very nice. So say thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Pete.
So Gregory said, how can I gain weight? Gregory, are you working out in a gym? You may be doing that. I don't mean to start with something so basic, but I have no idea what you've done before. How long in this process are you, right? Because I don't want to assume that. But it all starts with that overload weight training that initiates the muscle building process. Your body is not going to grow if there's no system, there's no stimulus, there's no reason to grow, and that's through overload weight training. And then nutrition, how you eat, right? We talk about eating all the time, right? All right.
Yeah.
So when you eat, Brooklyn, I want any follow-up questions that you have, Gregory, but it's really as simple as that. You really should know how many calories you're eating. Again, you don't have to track every morsel, but you should have an idea if you're eating 1,200 calories, 2,000 calories, 3,000 calories. You need to know, and then you'll have a reference point if that's enough, right? You can't just go, well, this feels like enough. All right. So, I would get an app, MyFitnessPal, and maybe the foods that you eat on a regular basis, get an idea of how much food you eat. But besides eating and training, that's how you gain weight and you're in a surplus. All right. So Mike asks, how do you lose fat without losing muscle? You do the same things. You lift that weight, you overload, you challenge yourself. All right. Now, you can be in a calorie deficit if you're getting all the nutrients you need and you're stimulating the muscle with progressive overload. Now, you don't want a drastic severe deficit, but you can gradually lose weight in a deficit and still build the muscle. Certainly hold on to your muscle. Now, Mike, I don't know how old you are. I don't know how long you've been doing this, but I've helped out a lot of guys. Okay. And the biggest misconception that throws them off is they've got this size. They've worked hard. They may be 22. That's 22% body fat. It's not bad, right? So they're there or higher. And so they have this size. They're in a large cert. They lift weights. Hey, right now they know, well, I know I've got size and now I've got to cut. I've got to lose this body fat. The biggest thing is, the first 10 pounds or so that they lose, they sacrifice. You're not going to look good. It's not going to just shrink wrap and make you look good. Actually, you look worse that first 10 pounds. And now your large shirt, it's loose on you. People are saying, do you still work out? Your shirt's so loose. You feel that when you put that shirt on all the time. And then you're thinking, man, I did all this sacrifice. I'm 10 pounds less. I look worse. Yeah, I'm lighter on the scale, but I'm losing all my muscle. I'm telling you, you're not losing on your muscle. That's just an illusion. Your muscle, your size was marbled with fat. And it's not that first 10 pounds. It's probably that 20 pounds. It's getting down to like 14%. That's when you start having this illusion of huge size. And,
He's 70 years old.
70 years old. All right. So, a lot of times don't have as much muscle as we think. And that is common. I don't care if you're 22, 42, 52, or 72, Mike. All right. It's just water weight, and it's weight marbled with fat. That's what it is. Foundation training. All right. Let's see. So talking about food, what are the 3 macronutrients in your food that you eat that you want to get around meal? Do you remember?
Protein, carbohydrates, and fat.
Nice. Give me an example of protein.
Protein is like meat.
Exactly. Meat, right? Do you know what protein does for you? Meat, eggs. It builds muscle. Beautiful. Carbohydrates. Give me an example of carbohydrates.
Like things like bread and...
Bread is a carbohydrate?
Bread and...
Your oatmeal that you have, even your pancakes, those are carbohydrates. Even the syrup on your pancakes is kind of carbohydrates, right?
Kind of.
Okay, and what do you know what the body uses carbohydrates for?
No.
Energy, right?
Energy.
Gives you energy and alert mind, right?
Yeah.
And then fats. Give me an example of fats. What fats do you have in the morning that daddy makes you eat and you don't want to eat?
Avocado.
Avocado.
I don't like avocado. Same thing with my brother.
But you love what it does. This girl is a superior athlete.
My mom only gives me a tiny piece, like this small.
And what does avocado do? What do fats do for your body?
They help you get less skinnier.
Well, they all kind of help, but your hair, right? And what else?
Hair.
And what else?
Your hair and your nails.
And your skin, right? That's why you have such beautiful skin. You have good, healthy, good fats, right? Fat doesn't help make your body fat. A lot of people think that, right?
Fat. Yeah, some people think that fat is not good for you.
Wow, you're so good.
But some fats are good for you.
Right? Our body needs fats.
Yeah.
A lot of older men don't realize that, and they think that they should avoid fat, right?
Yeah.
Right? So protein, carbohydrates, fats. I mean, that makes you not just smart for school, right? It makes you strong and perform. Well, tell them about the sports that you play.
I play basketball, soccer, softball, American Ninja Warrior.
What's your favorite out of all those?
Like probably basketball and American Ninja Warrior.
You're probably, well, this season you're softball. You're really good at softball.
Yeah, I've only been playing for 1 year.
Right.
And I'm playing the same league I was in next year, and I dominated last year, and I'm gonna dominate this year.
Yeah. Can you believe that Brooklyn was shy at one time? You used to be shy when you were little. You're not shy anymore. You're aggressive out on that basketball floor, right? Yeah. Yeah. Sports are.
Probably my best sport is like basketball.
Yeah. I think you're bad, but don't be surprised if you're.
This league I play in, like, there's barely even any, like, in none of the leagues there. Well, there is people that are good, but not as good as me. Ever.
Well, you work hard. We do a little bit of practice every single day, right?
Yeah.
Right? Just little simple drills. And we stretch and we make sure you eat right. And we give you your mindset. We listen to sports affirmations all the time. So tell me some things, not about how to shoot a basketball or how to hit a softball. What are some things that make you stand out as a player that, wow, she's got a great attitude? We were just talking about some things tonight. My son came from baseball. So what are the things that daddy teaches you? That
being a good sport, and that's basically like, if you score, you don't want to, you should still celebrate, but you don't want to do like too much. And also that's like, and also when you don't make it, you don't want to like cry or anything.
Right. You don't want to steal the energy. You just keep on trying.
Or
right?
You don't, or like when you don't want to tell them because they already know, and that's nice.
Yeah. That's what one guy said to Jace this weekend. He said, we trounced you, right? Yeah. That wasn't a good sport. But so tell me some things that like hustle, and tell me what's that mean to hustle? Tell them what you always make sure that you do.
Run instead of walk to the back of the line.
You run to the back line. You're paying attention when you're in line, what the coach is telling you. What else do you do when the coach is talking? Show them what you mean, like the coach is talking to you. What does that do when you nod? You're looking at the coach and you're nodding. What does that do? Does a couple things, right? What?
Well, the coach knows that you understand and you're listening. And
shows him you respect and appreciate what he's doing, right? And it makes you pay attention too, right? What do you do after the game? What's the first thing you do after the game?
The first thing you do
before you get your snacks. They just love the snacks part. But
we say thank you to the coach, and we ask them what to do to get even better. Right.
So it's all these type of things, right? With a good attitude, right? All right. Those things are sometimes more important than actually making the baskets, but we want to do that too, right? So Pete asked, Skip, do you believe in taking different forms of protein at different times? I guess that means like casein protein at night, because while you're sleeping, it's a slower digesting, or right after your workout, a whey protein where it's quickly absorbing. Yeah. I mean, I've done all those things in the past. I guess there's science to support it. The question is with all these studies and things like that, I mean, who does that apply to, and how much of a difference that's making to a man here? I'm going to be 60 years old, to look lean and fit and strong. I could do that. How much of a difference that makes in my physique or my muscle building and muscle repair, I think it's greatly exaggerated. I would not, if I coached a man and he's 55 years old and he's trying to get in shape, lose 20 pounds, he's trying to get in the habit of this training and eating, I wouldn't even talk about that.
Jack says hi.
Hi, Jack. Hello, Jack. Say hello,
Jack.
Right. So, I mean, a lot of times with these studies, I'm not discrediting them, but in the big picture, how much of an impact is it going to make? If you want to dot every I, cross every T, that's an older person's phrase. These kids don't even, they don't know cursive or whatever, right? But if you want to do every detail, that makes you feel good, and you just want to leave it all on the floor, because it's more than what your body looks like. You like the adventure, the journey, doing the system, checking off the boxes, like this is your thing. Well, go for it, right? Go for it. I just give my protein requirements in for the day. It's chicken breast, it's eggs. And that's about it when I'm going. Good day, Andrew. Great to have you there. You're welcome, Jack. You're welcome, Pete. All right. So I think so. One thing that one thing, as you can probably tell if you've been following my page, I'm really passionate about my kids sports or kids sports. One thing that I decided that I wasn't going to be a coach of their sports teams. And the reason why I do so many things with you, I'm really busy, active, and I just wanted to concentrate on coaching my kids. When you're a coach, I mean, you got a lot of, it's not about the kids. Sometimes it's the parents, and you got to do all that, and it's volunteer, and that's fine. I'm sure many of you probably coach, so you know what I'm talking about. But what I don't like is, I want my kid to earn his spot and work hard, and not like when it's time to put somebody down. A lot of coaches, they'll do whatever they can so it doesn't appear like they're favoring their kid, and so actually their kid doesn't get as many breaks if he wasn't the coach, if he's that good. And so I never want to be in that position. But with the football team, I just kind of stepped in, that 17-year-old kid, when first graders. And and so some of the kids were at my son's baseball practice today, and they're saying, hey coach, and I was thinking, hey, this sounds pretty good, so we'll see if that ever happens. But we take sports, we look at it as school, and it's just life, it's personal development, right? And it's having an amazing journey. You like the daddy time when we practice a little every day.
Yeah, and also in our garage we have this batting cage with fake grass underneath, and it has with like a net, and also
it's our sports facility, right?
Yeah,
and our home gym too, right?
There's a home gym we used when it was COVID, when the gyms were closed.
You're so good. Yeah, so one thing that I want to do, because I like these live videos and all the technology, is that I think I'm going to have a podcast with my kids, because I tell you, Brooklyn, I'm really impressed of what I mean, we do it one-on-one, and you're able to express things. I go, well, okay, she's taking on your understand. I know you're doing it, but you're understanding, you're able to explain it. I mean, your level of understanding, I'm impressed as you're presenting to the audience here. And so what I'm thinking about doing is, and we've talked about this, is having a podcast where they talk about their journey from their perspective. You can give tips to kids. If you knew a little girl or boy who was 8.5 like you, what's the biggest tip that you would give them about sports so they can be great at sports or just enjoy it? What advice would you give?
Well, if you want to get better, you should practice.
Definitely. How about eating? How important is eating the right foods even when you don't want to?
They make you strong.
And they make you think better, right?
Yeah.
You're smarter at school. In addition to,
they help your body, and they make you good shape.
Yeah.
Some, not all. Like,
tell them what
sugary foods don't do that.
But
we do give you energy.
But we let you eat sugary food sometimes,
Yeah.
right? And we go to McDonald's every Saturday. You guys are having less and less interest in McDonald's, but that was our thing when you were little. Things we'd go there. Well, we still go there.
Still go there. We usually get like a cheeseburger and like some Diet Coke and like maybe like some ice cream.
Yeah. But your kids, you don't have to eat all strict all the time, right?
Yeah, we don't have to eat all healthy foods.
Tell them what we do in the morning. Tell them in the morning when you wake up. Just say, hey, this is what we do every single morning. I'll let you tell them.
So we do jumping jacks to wake us up. Then
What do you say when you do those what do you say when you wake up?
We say today's going to be an awesome day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we eat breakfast. We have on the weekdays we have like English muffins, sometimes oatmeal, and then we have like bacon.
Lean turkey bacon, right?
Yeah, and
your favorite?
Yeah.
Avocado.
No. Avocado and milk, and on the weekends we get to have pancakes with syrup and sometimes waffles.
And then I come home at 6:20,
Yeah.
right, from the gym, right?
Yeah.
6:20
On our
a.m.
birthday, we get to choose what we want.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
So what happens when I come home at 6:20 in the morning? What do we do? Tell them our morning routine.
We do like the board.
What's the first thing we do? We go
We jump on the trampoline to wake up. And
outside, we go outside, jump on.
Uh-huh.
What do we say? What do we
Even
say?
if it's cold.
Yes. And what do we say when we jump on the trampoline?
We say 1, 2, 3, I
love school.
I love school. I love sports. I love mind power. I am an energy monster. And then we come out. And then we do this thing called the board. And we ask ourselves what we're doing today.
Wait, we have music too. What song is
we
our
have
song that we play it to? Do you know the name of that song that we always play?
No.
Let's Groove Tonight. It's called Let's Groove Tonight by Earth, Wind, and Fire, right?
Oh. And then we ask ourselves what our goal today, what we're going to imagine today, what we're going to think of in the future, what our favorite affirmations. Affirmations are things you tell yourself. And
like, what was your what's an affirmation that you use it today or tomorrow?
Like, I am special. And like, I am powerful. I'm smart.
All right. What you're grateful for, what makes you happy, what do you love about yourself?
Yeah.
Right?
And 3 things we're going to do today. And we say what we love about we say what we love about each other.
Right. One by one, right? And we all 4 go, right?
Mm-hmm. And then after we do like cheers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, go, of course. If you guys want to do that, just do 1, 2, 3, 4, then your last name if you want to do it. I guess.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
That's the way. On our podcast, you can tell the kids how to do it.
Then we do like some basketball, and then we do stretches.
Yeah.
And then we like brush our teeth, get dressed, get ready, brush our hair, get ready and then we go to school.
And what time do we have to be into the car?
7:25.
And we leave by then, right? To get ready for school. And
and school starts.
Who's the first ones at school all the time?
Us. We always go early.
That's a great way to.
We have to be at school by 7:40, but we have some time to like play before that, and like school starts. Like school starts at school
8 o'clock.
School starts through 8:15 to 2:30.
So we got quite a powerful morning every single day.
Yeah.
Right?
And also this week, grades are doing tests.
Oh yeah, your tests. Did you do your tests?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, is when we get to fill in a little bubble for each answer.
Right. So Steve says there's only one place at the top, and then there's the rest. What do you think about that?
Good.
Is that good? But do you have fun while you're doing it?
Yeah.
Even if you don't win? Even if you're not.
They give you scores and then, No,
we're talking about sports right now.
Well,
so if you ever aren't the best, but
can I keep talking about the?
Yeah, but I have one question. What if you lose? I guess we'll never know, right?
Then,
right?
Yeah. I guess we'll never know.
No, that's a Kanye West. It's a little TikTok, little soundbite.
Yeah.
People ask me what I would do if I would lose, if I would have lost. He goes, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, and also with the test they give, and then when they're all done, they give you they do this once a year. They give you scores and you don't get this. like the scores until June because there's a lot of.
Yeah, those are placement tests. They try to see as a school how they're doing, how they're teaching, right? Everybody in the masses. All right. Well, this was quite an interesting. So Jack says, "Good night. I'll catch the rest in the morning. I get up at 3:30 to go to the gym. That's awesome before work. Great job, young lady. Skip, she may take your job. She may take our job." Right. Yeah. So look forward to Brooklyn and Jay's podcast, sports and mind power podcast, right?
Yeah.
You guys can do it yourself. You don't even need me here. You handle this so well.
Yeah. And also we have this channel that shows like all of our sports highlights, me and Jace's.
Yeah.
If you want to see.
We videotape every game. Just tell you the game tape.
Yeah. And then they do like the highlights, like the best parts, like when we score. And then he puts it.
Yeah, so they can play the couple minutes of all the scores over and over again in your mind, right?
Yeah, in a video, and then we get to watch it.
Yeah. All right. So tell them good night.
Good night. Bye.
Hey, guys. Hey, well, this was fun. I hope that you enjoy this. So you get a different side of me. We talked about different sources of protein. We talked about how to gain weight too. So that's going to do it for this Workouts for Older Men Live. Let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. We have to. We got to work hard. We got to work hard in the gym. We got to eat right. We got to work hard at the job, our business. We got to love and connect with the people we care about most, right?
Yeah.
It's our legacies at stake. We got more time behind us than we do in front of us. So have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for joining us. Say goodbye.
Bye.